Okay, well, the earth is still moving. The sky has not fallen, but New Orleans is now officially smoke-free.
City officials and health advocates gathered to celebrate the big smoke ban today, which passed unanimously in the city council back in January. But not everyone is happy about it. Harrah's Casino and about 50 other businesses claim it'll hurt their business. Yeah, and they're suing the city to try to get an exemption.
And some patrons are put out by the ban, literally were put outside, and that includes some tourists who said the ban caught them by surprise.
This was a surprise. You know, it was a surprise, so we will deal with this now, and then next time we just won't we just won't come back.
You know, once people get used to it, they accept it, and they'll all be in the casinos again, if they're not already.
Can't believe somebody said, well, we're not going to come back if we can't. Well, anyway, e-cigs, as we mentioned yesterday, are now also banned, but it's up to the businesses and their patrons to report people who light up illegally. I think this is the one thing that bothers me about this ban. Well, besides the fact that I think that vaping should be allowed, as you know.
No vaping.
But the idea that you have to narc on somebody else in the bar, you have to pick up the phone and call the city number, and then it gets reported to the health department, and then, you know, there's nobody out there policing it, so it's all like, oh, I saw somebody in here smoking, you know? And it's expensive.
Well, they're expecting
$50.
business owners to, hey, you can't smoke in here.
Yeah,
you can't smoke in here. Would you mind taking that outside? And in the case of, just as I said, most large businesses, skyscrapers or whatever, probably someone in security will walk up and say, hey, you have to move a bit farther along or something.
Well, inhale, exhale, repeat safely. Yep, that's the message in big letters from the City Health Department today, the first day of the new smoking ban. The City Council unanimously passed the ban back in January.
When somebody comes into a place that is full of smoke, they say, oh my goodness, you know, I'm not used to this and I don't want my kids here. So we just get lots of positive response. But way more important, I think, is the fact that this is really going to make a difference for people's health and for people's longevity.
Going smoke-free means opening your doors to more potential customers and patrons. And again, for worker health and safety. We were in the casino last night, some of my staff and others, and the workers are thrilled that they're finally going to have a smoke-free workplace.
But not everyone is thrilled about it. Some businesses, including Harrah's Casino management, are fighting back. Twist reporter Erin Nicole found mixed reaction downtown.
While city officials and health advocates celebrate the first day of the smoke-free ordinance in New Orleans, the ban has some patrons feeling put out.
Smoking is not against the law, just as drinking is not against the law.
Tourists new to town were certainly surprised to find the rules change at the stroke of midnight.
When we booked our room, I think it was a month and a half ago, we didn't realize that there was no smoking. This was a surprise. You know, it was a surprise, so we will deal with this now. And then next time we just won't come back.
Actually gives you a break, you know. It make you come outside and then you're not gambling. It might affect them more than it'll affect the smoker.
Long-term effects on business has been the major concern voiced by opponents of the ordinance like Harrah's Casino and other bar owners. But proponents say it's about time.
Well, we thought it was in effect yesterday when we went into Harrah's, and there was a sign that said this is the biggest smoke-free facility, but then we sat down and we were sitting next to somebody that was smoking, and then we found out it went into effect today. But it's kind of nice. You breathe easier. I respect their right, but I also expect the right to not have to breathe secondhand smoke.
I think it's wonderful. I do. We have non-smoking in Seattle, and you know, once people get used to it, they accept it, and they'll all be in the casinos again, if they're not already.
Only time will tell, but the topic is still hot on both sides.